What's up, YouTube? Tonight is the night that I will fall for you. No, but tonight at it's about 3:40 a.m. We're gonna be eating a massive sandwich. I had to cut it into two, so I had probably about 3/4 of a whole loaf of French bread left, and I used it all in one sandwich, and I loaded it up with see here, this is just one half. Here's the other half. It doesn't. It's pretty massive sandwich. It's really thick. Look at that. So we got shitload of turkey, 2 slices of provolone, lettuce, mayo, a little bit of salt, and some stone ground mustard. And when I say a lot of turkey, I mean a lot of fucking turkey. No tomatoes. I did have tomatoes, but the sandwich was already getting pretty big. We also got a beverage here. I won't say it for the sake of YouTube being weird. I haven't really drinking much of this beverage. I drank like a little bit before I made the sandwich. I don't feel that tired right now. I slept a little bit, but anyways, let's get to eat the sandwich. Cheers. That's good. Pickles, I forgot to mention the pickles. I prefer not to use sliced cheese, but it's all the cheese I have that would really fit this sort of sandwich. I have like some of that Mexican cheese. You know, like actual cheese, like not a sliced shit. I do have some mozzarella, you know, the real soft kind that's in the water. But that goes really well on like, if I were to make a Philly cheesesteak, which this bread is really good for that, I would use the mozzarella. I wouldn't use the sliced provolone. I'm hungry for a Philly cheesesteak, even though I'm eating this shit. Hope you guys like our ASMR. I tend to chew my food a lot. Just helps it go down easier. I also almost never eat without a drink. Every single dinner I have to get water. Tonight the drink isn't water. It's juice, Joose. It's pretty good, man. Oh, I'm playing Schedule 1, that drug dealer simulator game. I've got addicted to that game. It's probably more addictive than the drugs I've been selling. It's a really fucking fun game. It's like you gotta like, get the shit to grow weed, and that involves the grow tent, the soil, the water, the seed. You gotta harvest it, gotta package it, gotta buy the packaging materials, like literally everything in the process you gotta do. I'm just on weed. There's like meth and crack and heroin and stuff. I haven't got to that point yet. Because I made such a fucking killing off the weed so far. And then you go around town delivering it. There's a whole system. It's just super like super detailed. You could hire dealers and dude, if drug dealing is that profitable, I'd totally sell drugs. Especially like weed. Like yeah, it makes people stupid lazy stoners, but like they're gonna die from it. I feel like if I sold like crack or heroin or fentanyl or something, I'd feel guilty because people would probably be dying off it. Like if I were to sell like shrooms or weed or LSD or something, it's like yeah, that hippie stoner, you know, burnouts buying it aren't benefiting from it at all, but like at least they aren't dying. And they make a fucking killing off it. Like, how expensive can like soil and fertilizer and seeds and like water be, you know? And even I think like you only need grow tents and stuff and like lighting if you want it to grow faster. But like if speed of the grow wasn't a concern, it was just about like quality. Oh, probably the amount too, you know, like using a lot of different fertilizers, but even in the game using growth enhancers where it yields more reduces the quality, and also to like grow it faster also reduces the quality. It's probably like real life too. The more natural the better. It's probably a better product. It just doesn't yield as much or grow as fast. But like I knew people who grew weed in their yards and stuff, and there's this trailer park I was at, and the person had a whole like weed garden in their backyard, and you could smell it. Like I was hanging out in the backyard, and they had the fence, and I was like, "Is that weed?" And then I looked over, and it was like huge fucking just garden of weed. I'd totally do that. We have these like wooden planks, like 2 big boxes. I could take out that old soil that doesn't have anything growing in it, layer it with new soil, fertilizer, get it really moist, plant a bunch of seeds, section the seeds off with like a, you know, like what you used for tomatoes, like tomato cages. Grow the weed in that shit, man. I don't know what weed season is. Do you plant like in the spring and then harvest it during the summer, or? I think you'd have to. Like spring and summer are the only real seasons that you could do stuff like that. At least here where I live, because we have actual winters where it's snowing and freezing. Like, you can't do anything outdoors. I know people like planting. It depends on how long the plants grow, because you could plant in like the spring, and then depending on the length of the summer, you might have to harvest it like beginning of fall. Some plants grow quicker. You could plant them anytime during spring, and just harvest them in the summer. Different weed strains probably have like different seasons and stuff too, so. I literally wouldn't even smoke it. I'd find somebody who like knows about like weed and quality and stuff, and then I'd give it to them and then have them smoke it and critique it and rate it. Because I don't even smoke weed, but if it's fucking profitable, why not, man? It's just farming at the end of the day. It's no different than selling tomatoes. Now, like, meth is probably. I know weed is like a huge business, but it needs acres upon acres of farmland and, like, irrigation, like water and shit. You need, like, how many thousands or, like, hundreds of thousands of, like, tons do you need for, like, just a single farm, like that? Versus meth, or like drugs that you can make in like in a lab. All you need is chemicals and shit. Weather doesn't matter. It's all indoors. Like, no wonder like meth and fentanyl and like heroin are like so profitable, because they could be made in factories, made in laboratories, made at home. All you need is chemical precursors and ingredients. So there's no like season like weed. There's no like limit to it, you know? Like a weed, yeah, you could grow a bunch of it if you have a bunch of like hundreds of acres of farmland or thousands. But like meth, all you need is a fucking lab and chemicals, and you can do it 24/7 around the clock. Yeah, like there's no wonder that stuff is like. I don't think cartels are really pushing like thousands of tons. I mean, they are probably selling weed and shit, but like, I don't think that's their main moneymaker. It's the fentanyl, it's the meth, it's all that shit. Like, I wonder why. I mentioned meth because cocaine is uses the coca leaf, so I know meth. There's some plant that they could use, but I'm pretty sure you just buy the chemical precursors to make it without that. Like, just buy the extracts basically of like the ephedra plant or whatever the fuck that meth uses. And there's no way some hillbilly in fucking Arkansas making meth in his RVs ordering ephedra from whatever the fuck Asian country it grows in. I heard like, yeah, people use like Sudafed and stuff and gasoline. And crack seems like pretty easy. There used to be videos on like how to make crack on YouTube. It's like baking soda and like ice and like a stovetop. Like, crack is just like cocaine and then like stuff to make it into a rock. And then, you know, you could cut it and shit and make more money. Oh, I'm kind of gonna be doing like drug making. I'm gonna be making mead with some of my buddies. I've made alcohol before. It's pretty straightforward, honestly. It's basically juice, whether that juice be a bunch of honey, a bunch of berries, a bunch of water, like mead. Or you can literally take, here's how to make alcohol. You go to the store, you buy a bottle of juice. As long as it doesn't have potassium sorbate in it, you're good. You pour a little bit out, drink it, pour a bunch of sugar in, put like a gram of yeast in it, put the cap on, but leave it on about halfway between open and closed so that the carbon dioxide escapes, but oxygen doesn't get in. And yeah, let it sit in a cool, dark place for 2 to 4 weeks, and boom, you have alcohol. Serve cold and enjoy. I made booze with like grape juice, apple juice, and if you're fat, if you're overweight, you might have diabetes and you're worried about your sugar intake. Alcohol is actually pretty low in sugar because the process of fermentation to make the alcohol turns sugar into alcohol via the yeast. So actually, if you're diabetic, drinking alcohol shouldn't really be a problem. It's pretty low in sugar. The higher it up it is as well, like liquor. Like a wine or a beer or a mead would be a lot higher in sugar than like a vodka or a whiskey or something. You can always add sugar after the fact, but like if you made it yourself and you didn't add sugar, and it'd be pretty low. Yeah, alcohol's pretty easy to make, like on a chemical process. It's just you just need sugar in it. I think you could even turn sugar water into some sort of alcohol. Just sugar, water, yeast. Boom. Let's see my sugar in this shit. Oh, it doesn't tell you. No information. No calories, no. Why can they do that? Like hypothetically, if this were alcohol, YouTube, like why don't they have to put the nutritional information on hypothetical alcohol? This video might get restricted though, because I talked about like, I mean, it's for educational purposes. I'm just like, I played a game that showed these things, like how to produce drugs. I just got curious about it, like, oh, plus, I think if you have a medical card in my state, in Washington State, you could grow like 2 or 4 plants or something, like legally, like marijuana plants. As long as you don't sell it. So it has to be for personal use. Just like alcohol. I think like the federal limit for alcohol is really fucking high. Like every year, like how much you're allowed to produce, it's something like over 100 gallons for personal use too, or like 50 gallons or something for personal use. So it's completely legal to make like most alcohol. I think distilling might be like actual moonshine might be legal, but beer, wine, and mead definitely legal, and you can produce a lot of it as long as you don't sell it. No one, you could use it as a gift though. Yeah. Anyway, oh jeez. Okay, I gotta cut this video short because I need to visit the restroom. But yeah, thanks YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe.